The sun's starting to set here at Delmar, 61 Kartways. One of our favorite tracks. We've already gone through the first heats today of the Vintage Karting Association. And I'm here with Tony Neilson from 61 Kartways. Tony, how'd you enjoy your day?
I enjoyed it very much. I enjoy this group through and through. They're a spectacular group. They come up, they enjoy it, they're thankful is the biggest thing. We get thanks on this weekend more than others.
Well, we're thankful that we get to come and use a facility like this. And it's not just how this kart track lays, it also has to do with the Neilson family and how we're treated here.
We appreciate
this. Is a very well-run track, folks. If you have a bucket list of kart tracks you want to go to, I don't care if you're racing modern or you're racing vintage, put this track on your bucket list because it is one of the nicest facilities you're ever going to come to. And also one of the best run that we come to.
Well, part of that is I've been around racing for a big period of big portion of my life, and I see what doesn't work at certain places, and I see what does work, and you try to take a little bit from everywhere. So it helps. Yeah,
and in modern karting, we've come to recognize Tony as one of the premier drivers, maybe in the country at this point. So.
Very, very lucky in the position I'm in.
Yes, yes, and you don't have to search very far to find information on Tony Neilson and his accomplishments. So if you want to do that, please do so. But a lot of it comes back to how many laps have you run on this track? We probably don't want to guess. It's all about seat time in a go-kart and learning.
It's been put in my head a long time ago. Practice makes perfect.
Yeah.
And if you want to get good at something, you got to practice.
So. Your mom was telling me about your dad. You guys moved here and you had this piece of land, and your mom was telling me that all of a sudden he comes down to the house and he says, I have a dream.
Yep. I don't know the exact year that it started. I'm assuming it was probably 2003, 2004. I was not around with my dad at the time, but I get a phone call from my dad saying, hey, what do you think about racing again? Because we took a 9-year break, and I said, you bet, sign me up. So I was out of town, came home, we started buying go-karts. Next thing I know, let's build a go-kart track. And it was a very it was a hard thing to get through because it takes so many people in our family. I mean, it's me, my wife, my sister, her husband Greg, my mom and my dad. Even my kids and my sister's kids help. So it's a couple generations.
Yeah, I see your daughter shuttling information back and forth today out here on the grid.
Slinging transponders around all the guys.
Yeah.
But everybody had to sign on for it to go.
Sure.
The thing that my dad had was a dream and the funds to do it. Yeah. This is not a cheap venture. Anybody that thinks that a go-kart track is cheap is already lying to themselves. But you know, whether it's money or not, the thing that probably is the biggest thing is the people you meet. And if you could put a dollar amount on that, it's priceless.
Yes.
Because we meet a lot of enjoyable people. Few negative, a lot of positive.
Right. Right.
You're gonna have those negative people stand out, but those positive people will last forever.
Right. And I think that's one of the reasons you guys really enjoy the vintage group coming here, is because the vintage group, after you've been around them a while, they become like family to you because everybody's helping everybody else out.
Yep.
And it's just a pretty awesome experience that you have to get into to understand it.
Yeah.
But it's not like the rest of the karting world by any means. So karting world can be fun, interesting, but you don't have the same camaraderie that we have here.
Oh, nowhere near. You know, these people here are just unbelievable for each other. Everybody takes care of one another. Everybody's, you know, if they need something, they drop what they're doing, even if they're on the track next.
Right.
They drop what they're doing. So I wish some people would take notes of that. And we're not racing for $1 million, we're racing for fun.
Yeah.
And if you don't have anybody to race against, what fun is that?
That's right. And karting over the years has drove as many people away as it's ever generated for those reasons, for the very reasons.
I mean, I even got the chance to get in a couple vintage karts today. A couple years ago, I drove a Mac 49. What a workout!
Yeah, Tony was putting on a exhibition right down here in this turn on how to do a full power 4-wheel drift today on that foreign engine kart.
Yeah,
it was pretty awesome.
The guys that get me are those knuckleheads that run duels.
Well, you don't know any of them, right?
Oh God, for them to get in a duel like that and do what they do is nuts.
Yep. So I think he's kind of talking about me for one, but that's the way it works.
You bet.
At some point, we'll get him in a duel and let him run laps at whatever pace he wants to run in around here, just to get the idea of what it's like.
Oh,
I was telling the guys, I said, from the time I leave the toilet bowl over here and go up the hill, from that moment there to halfway up the back hill, the kart has never stopped spinning. It's turning the back wheels over the entire time.
That's just crazy.
Yeah.
Just crazy.
It is quite a ride, and those of us that ride those things, we really enjoy it.
It's a true passion for you guys, because there's nowhere else that you see this.
And again, today we had 9 dual rear engine karts here, and there's only a couple times this year that's happened anyplace else. And guys come.
I think there was 9 running at the finish. I think they started with 10 and there was 9
Could be,
at
yeah.
the finish.
But
That's
a nice field.
Yep.
It's a nice field. You can always watch action going on everywhere.
Oh yeah, you talk a lot about a lot of horsepower.
So Tony, want to thank you for this.
Thank you, guys.
I want to thank you for the event, the good time, the great weather we've had. Anybody that didn't come missed I mean, yeah, it was warm today, but man, we had the top of the hill breeze all day long going on, and it was
always
awesome.
a breeze up here, it seems like.
Yeah. So I want to thank your entire family for hosting us.
You bet.
And we all look forward to coming back here over and over and over again.
You guys are always welcome here.
Very good. Thank you very much.
Thank you.